Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., the show brings you the opener of a big 4-game weekend set. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. On the hill and coming off a great start, M.Parker.
Boog, 8 solid innings his last time out, picked up the win. See what he's got today. If he plays catch with his catcher the way he did, doesn't shake off, I think we'll see more of the same.
Here's the left fielder, Jose Siri.
Left fielder, Jose Siri.
And that one fouled off. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a ground ball. He steps on the bag. 1 out in the top of the first. Here's a Mets lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Jose Siri.
Big-time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
That one down the line, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mark Vientos getting ready to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game.
Now this one gets through. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score easily. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Well done, drives in the run. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
1 out, runner at second. Juan Soto, the next to hit. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Vientos, the runner at second with 1 away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Pete Alonso. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. And that one in the air center field. Young under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
That is 6, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. Parker, 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. On the ground right side. Over to low. Marte retired. And the inning is over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Nats coming to bat. Back here in Nationals Park. And today on the hill, NYM-K.Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Jacob Young leading things off and takes a strike. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. And that one is downstairs. Ball 2.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And that's a little bit high. And now it's 3-2. Now this is in the air down the line, and that drops foul. Down the left field line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 3 hits and a loss last night. Gets the outside corner with that one. That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to the left. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. This one popped up. Vientos on his way over. And there's 1 down. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Luis Garcia.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
C.J. Abrams stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Next offering is in for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. And a foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Luis.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Left field. Siri under it. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. So the Nats leave a pair, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And here is Tyrone Taylor. Parker back to work. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
Ball. One strike.
Foul ball. Senga wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Young. And there's one away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Out to short. Abrams tosses to first. Play is made, 2 out. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
To third. Zips it across, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Back in Washington, D.C. Bottom of the inning. Here's Juan Yepez. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a foul straight back. The pitch. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Keibert Ruiz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Toss to Alonso, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nationals go quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Wood makes the play, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And there's a foul ball.
Ball.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, We're starting with this already. At the plate, Mark Vientos just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Man at first, 1 away.
Ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 ball, 1 strike.
Time asked for at the plate prior to the 2-1 pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. RBI single his last time up. And that is out of play. Lindor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one ripped right center field. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. He sends it out of here. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
2 outs, base is empty. Pete Alonso now at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And we're back. And the batter now, Dylan Cruz. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Whew. 1 and 2.
And that's
2
in the
balls,
dirt.
2 strikes.
And delivers outside.
Okay.
Ripped to third. Vientos whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, center fielder,
Jacob Young will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-1.
Ball.
1 out, base is empty. Strike 2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to third. Vientos sends it across to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting,
2 down, base is empty. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Yeah, there's the strike.
0-1.
2 outs, bases empty. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. On to the 4th, and now the DH, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ground ball left side. DeYoung throws to first in time. Marte retired.
Now batting center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Fly to center his first time. Fought off foul. 0-1 now. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball.
Bases
1
empty,
strike.
1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Young makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting catcher Francisco
2 outs,
Alvarez.
bases empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Out to short, Abrams. Tosses across to first, and that is that. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 4-0. Back here in Nationals Park, and now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Baseman Nathaniel
Lowe, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed. They say it went.
1-2.
Goes down swinging. Senga picks up the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. The Mets leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Number 68.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Yeah, the batter now, Luis Angel Acuna. Ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Jose Siri. 0 for 2 in this one. And a bunt towards third,
No,
and that's
foul.
foul. Acuna on at first, nobody out. The kick and the pitch, runner goes, and that one fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Got him swinging. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Line drive. Fair ball. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And a curve misses outside, ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. DJ Hers up and throwing. Rutledge, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-0. And another ball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
2-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Digging in, Juan Yepez. Senga back to work. So a man aboard. Up now for Washington, Paul DeYoung. Went down on strikes his first time through. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. Inside, just missed. Outside with a breaking ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
On the ground, and foul ball.
Ball 3.
In the dirt, but kept close.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Yepez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. This one popped up right side. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double as a run scores.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
That one missing inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dylan.
Now here is Dylan Cruz. That one way inside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Laser. Could be trouble. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jacob Young getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Out front, rip foul. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Right side. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still 1 out there to pick up.
That one the other way. Throws to first in time. Out number 2 and another run comes in. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And that one clips the corner.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
2 ball, 1
Pitch
strike.
misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So it's 4 runs for him, 4 hits, no errors, no one left. We're through 5. It's the Mets 5 and the Nationals 4.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Derek Law.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Alonso up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Fouled off down the right side. Ball to strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here's Starling Marte. Yeah, that's fouled off. And now the 0-1. That's inside. Action in the pen down there. Lucas Sims looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Alonso is waved home. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. So up next, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. DeYoung makes the catch. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. On the ground, right side, Garcia. Whips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. So they get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals. Back in Washington, D.C., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, C.J. Abrams. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, A.J. Minter.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Down the line. Siri really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That's to third. Toss to Alonso. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Luis Garcia, the next to hit. There's a strike. The Mets leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fastball in for a strike. 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Struck him out looking.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
And now it's Juan Yepez. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Now the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. And that one missing low. Yepez off of first with 2 away. Just missed. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Ruiz jumps out of the way of the first pitch. Out there to center. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the inning. So the Nats leave a pair. And the score remains 6-4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Lucas Sims.
Lucas.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Up the middle, slides for the stop, gathers and throws, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 in this one. He swings and fouls one off. That one to first. Low takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And that one is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Out to short, Abrams. Over to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They still lead it though, 6-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Dylan Cruz. Jose Buto taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
First pitch just misses.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Swing and a pop-up. Acuna. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, James Wood.
And now up for Washington, James Wood. Pickoff throw. Cruz back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
There's the strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The tying run at the plate. And that one's a little bit low. And the count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Just misses there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Next to hit for the Nats, Nathaniel Lowe. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Runner on the go. And there's a base hit to left. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one lifted to left. And that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Sims back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Just off the inside edge.
2 balls, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Cruz sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered in this game. And that one almost hit him. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. He spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
1 out, runner at second. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Abrams fires across the diamond, and that takes care of Alonso. Starling Marte. Up now, Mets going with a pinch hitter. Jesse Winker looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. High fly ball out towards left center. Wood on the move to the gap. He's got it, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals 4. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Up now for Washington, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swung on, belted. That's back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Next for the Nationals is the DH, Juan Yepez. And that misses. And that's ball one. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the mark there. And it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Inside, and that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now up for Washington, Paul DeYoung. Swing and a foul out of play. Yepez leads off first with 1 away. Missed with a changeup, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
Little chopper rolls foul. Tying run at the plate. Hit in the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. 1 for 3. And the first offering is not close. Next offering is fouled back. There's a swing and a miss.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th.
Glove side, but it gets through. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Really important at bat coming up now.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jose Butto won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. So they turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Stepping in, Dylan Cruz. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Just off the outside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kyle Finnegan. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
Kyle Finnegan.
Swing and a pop-up foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering is fouled back. Not close with that one, and it's 1-2. Activity in the Washington bullpen. DJ Hers looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Rutledge getting loose as well. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's carrying, and it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch, not close. Runner at second, nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. Abrams. There's one to second, and that's not it. Now it's going to be Luis Angel Acuna. On the ground to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And here is Jose Siri. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a drive deep right field, and that's a foul ball. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Here comes Alvarez around third. He'll score, and they lead by 3. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wood. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Back here in Nationals Park. And now Jacob Young. Diaz, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Foul ball. And ball 1. That one missed.
2-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Wood in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Low in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Diaz is just 1 strike away.
Ball 1.
That's too low. 1-2 to count. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Acuna on to first. Ball game, and the Mets take game 1 of the series on the road.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.